You realize the hustler is you.
Okay, so I just wanted to make a super quick video. I put thought into this video, actually. I wanted to tell all girls of all ages, that guys, this video is about guys, that guys tell you when they're not interested in a variety of ways, but we don't want to hear those ways. So you know what we do? We don't listen to them. So, here, I wrote them down, even. Here are some ways that you know, like, you know the joke, like, how do you know you're redneck? The following. How do you know a guy's not interested in you? The following. Number one. Actually, these are in no order at all. Okay. When they say stuff like, yeah, me and my ex broke up because she wanted a commitment and I didn't. That means he doesn't want a commitment with you. He doesn't want to be committed to you. So, no, you're not, just forget about it. All these reasons are reasons why you just stop talking to them. If they don't want to make plans in advance, if you're like, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing this weekend, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. That's bad. If they don't want to make plans with you, that means they don't want to hang out with you. Okay? If he's always busy, if you're like, oh, you know, even if you don't even ask him, if he's just like, oh, I'm so busy this week's so busy for me. Oh, like, I guess you can, like, maybe I'll give you a call on Tuesday, but I'm so busy, like, I won't be able to give you a call, blah, blah, blah. No. If he's saying that he's so busy and telling you that, regardless if he's busy or not, that means that he's making up an excuse why he can later on tell you that he didn't call you or whatever. So, guys are busy sometimes, but if he's really busy but he likes you a lot, he won't try and make it seem like he can't fit you in, and he will make time. Like, honestly, if, like, he takes a shit, he can call you on the phone for 10 minutes. Like, he can find 10 minutes to call you, okay? It's an excuse, okay? Just read between the lines. So if he doesn't call when he says he's gonna call, he's like, oh, I'll call you on blah, blah, blah day at blah, blah, blah time. Doesn't call you. Not interested. If he makes plans with you and cancels, the shorter notice, the more he doesn't like you. So if he always is going to the club, especially without you, or you want to hang out in the evening and he wants to go to the club, that's bad. That means he wants to talk to other girls. He doesn't really want to spend his time with you. And you don't want a guy that's going to the club constantly either. If he says things like, you're a really nice girl and I don't want to hurt you, that means you're a nice girl, but I'm not interested in you, and I don't want to hurt you means I'm going to hurt you. If you, like, want to label it or whatever, it comes up in a conversation and he, like, doesn't want to label it, or everything's so fine, why do we have to put, like, a label on it? That means he doesn't want to be labeled your boyfriend because he doesn't really like you. If a guy really likes you, he wants the label. He wants to be your boyfriend. If you find that you're always the one calling him, he's not the one calling you, that's a bad sign. If when you call him, he's like, oh, I'm really busy, I'm sleeping, I'm at work, I'm at school, all those things mean I don't want to talk to you right now. Like, meaning I don't want to talk to you. Unless he's like, oh, shoot, I'm at work right now, I'll call you back in 15 minutes. Calls you back in 15 minutes. If he doesn't call you back, he doesn't like you. Get over it. Stop seeing him and go see someone else that maybe does like you. Like, what are you thinking? I'm sorry. It's so obvious. And yeah, on that note, if he ignores your calls, if you have to call more than once and he doesn't call you back, it's 2010, he has caller ID, he knows you called. And even if he doesn't know you called, he should be calling you anyways. Okay, so this one's like so super obvious, but apparently this actually happens. If the guy doesn't want to hang out with you alone, if you're like, hey, do you want to do something? And he's always like, oh yeah, my friends are going to be doing this, you should come, or like, oh yeah, we're going to be doing this, or like, you say you're hanging out with your friends and he wants to only hang out with you in groups of people, he's not really interested in you. If that progressively keeps happening, he might be nervous at first, but if that continues to happen, not interested. If he doesn't want to fool around with you, not interested. If he only fools around with you when he's drunk, not interested. If he calls you after 10 p.m. on a consistent basis and wants to hang out that night, not interested. Or just interested in guys like that a lot. Okay? Oh, and that's another thing. Guys like to have sex a lot more than we do, and they don't really care as much as we do about the other person. So, like, don't be shocked when, like, all a guy gets out of it is sex or something, and you're like, oh, he just got sex, but he doesn't want to be with me. I don't understand. He got what he wanted. It was sex. You gave it to him. He's good. Think about that.